What's up, Face-Off fanatics, and welcome back once again to a spectacular, wonderful, Geektacular exhibition match. Not a real exhibition match, but thankfully today I have the man who's the expert on those on the desk with me, exhibition man himself, Jimmy Deary, joining me on the desk for this Geektacular matchup. What do you think, Jimmy?
Hey, what's up, Elk? I'm good. It's not an exhibition match, you're correct. It's a Geektacular match, and again, we got two new competitors going in this face-off league. We have Dave the Dragon Leeds and TJ Starman, also known as Terror. That might be a good match. I like the names. That'd be good.
Well, we got some great nicknames here in the Movie Trivia Face-Off League and some great competitors. The Terror versus the Dragon. That sounds like a film that I'd like to go and see. I don't know if it's horror, thriller, or sci-fi fantasy, but whatever the heck it is, it's going to be a good time. We can definitely count on that. Jimmy, we've got all our questions ready here. We've got two competitors ready to go at it, tooth and nail. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to face off. Introducing first, hailing from Charlotte, North Carolina, TJ the Terror Starman.
How's it going, guys? Thanks for having me.
Welcome, TJ, to the desk, to the table here for this Geektacular match, and you're not alone. His competitor, hailing from, I like this one, St. Thomas, Ontario. He is Dave the Dragon Leeds.
What's up, guys? Really excited to get my first match in. Let's burn it down.
Let's burn it down from the Dragon, ready to spit fire and hopefully to spit some movie trivia knowledge. What do you say, Jimmy? Shall we get into it? Shall we start off with round number one?
Here we go. Let's hear the rules for round one.
All right, gentlemen, in round number one, you will be receiving 10 questions from 10 areas of the Geektacular galaxy. You know the categories, that's why you're here. Each of these questions will be worth 1 point. There is no stealing in round number one. Should you receive a perfect 10 questions, you will receive a bonus question, which is worth an additional 1 point. Both competitors have 3 repeats, also famously known as the JTE rule, after famed Ecuadorian adventure seeker, Jete. If you'd like to repeat a question, go ahead and use a JTE. You need a little bit more time, didn't hear it correctly, just let us know and we will do that for you. You each have 1 challenge. Throughout the course of this match, you may challenge a ruling. If your challenge is upheld, you will keep your challenge. If your challenge is overturned, you will lose your challenge and will not be able to challenge again. Gentlemen, do you understand the rules? TJ.
Let's do it.
And Dave.
I understand.
Fantastic. Well, both the competitors are ready, so let's get ready to face off. All right, Jimmy, why don't you go ahead and get us started?
All right, guys. Your first question is in the realm of DC movies. The question is, Batman Returns was directed in 1992 by whom?
1992. I was 10 years old when this came out. Giving away my age there.
I was 47.
I was -2.
Young people. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Let's go with Dave.
Tim Burton.
Correct. And TJ?
Tim Burton.
Correct. Good job.
All right, off to a good start. Both competitors, 1 for 1. Let's keep it perfect if we can. Gentlemen, your next category is DCEU, DC Extended Universe, or whatever the heck it's called. And your question is, what does the Kryptonian symbol that looks like an S on Superman's chest stand for in Kryptonian? We're testing their knowledge of the Kryptonian language now, Jimmy. That's pretty impressive.
I'm still wondering how a coincidence it is that it looks like an S. Ooh.
Very coincidental. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down, boards up. Let's go with Dave.
Hope.
Hope is correct. Let's go to TJ.
Hope.
And the Terror gets it. We are still perfect as we go back to you, Jimmy.
All right. Next category is Wizarding World. And by the way, check out the exhibition match we had in the Wizarding World.
Oh, who's in that?
Useless plug, I know. All right. Question is, what is the shape of Harry's Patronus?
I hear good things about that exhibition match coming up, Jimmy. No spoilers, of course.
I'm wondering if you were in that Harry Potter match. I don't recall.
I'm not very memorable. Gentlemen, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
TJ.
Stag.
In Dave.
Stag.
Yes, sir. Both correct. Perfect round so far. Let's not jinx it.
No, the Spaniard is not here. Nobody is going to be jinxed by the desk today, or at least I hope not, as we move on to your next question, gentlemen. And the category is Marvel movies. Who plays Alicia Masters in 2005's Fantastic Four? My co-host is not a fan of this movie. I have fond memories of seeing it before I knew what a good comic book movie was.
And still better than the 2015 version. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dave.
I didn't have it.
Oh, we jinxed it. TJ.
That's a no for me too.
Oh, we jinxed it.
I knew it.
Guys.
That was a good
The
question.
answer was Kerry Washington.
Oh, okay. I can see it now.
Yeah.
The blind girl.
Kerry Washington, yes.
I knew who it was. Didn't know the actress.
All right, gentlemen, let's hear it from the category of the best franchise in Geek, the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Well.
What is the name of the Dwarf King that forges Stormbreaker in Avengers Infinity War? Is it really a dwarf, though?
I don't recall if he's a king. I do remember who played this character.
Who is a dwarf? Oh.
And 5.
Repeat the question. Repeat the question.
All right. Question is in
have a
MCU.
repeat.
Question is, what is the name of the Dwarf King that forges Stormbreaker in Avengers Infinity War?
I liked Infinity War. Which one did you like better, Jimmy? Infinity War or Endgame?
Come on, I have the poster. It's Infinity War.
All right, maybe just a newer poster. I wasn't sure. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down, gentlemen. Let's see what you've got.
Let's go with Dave.
No, I don't got it. I put Idris up, but that's not it.
Incorrect. And TJ.
So the spelling I'm not sure of, but Eitri?
Yeah.
That's
We'll
good
take it.
enough for me. Eitri. Eitri is correct. That's a 1-point lead opened up. And we've got a little bit more coming at you in this round, gentlemen. We go from dwarfs in space to dwarves on the ground as we get to Middle Earth. Middle Earth is your category. And your question is, in the film The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, what game did Bilbo and Gollum compete against each other in?
Let me guess.
Snakes and ladders.
I would have gone for Candyland myself. I'm just young at heart.
You mean Candy Crush?
Oh, now I feel old at heart. Thank you for that, Jimmy. And gentlemen, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to TJ.
I don't got it.
Nothing for the Terror Dragon. Do you have it?
It's riddles or riddles in the dark.
And we're
That is
tied.
correct. Tied up, Jimmy. Very exciting.
4-4. No perfect rounds because we obviously jinxed it. Next question is
Damn
gonna
you,
be-
Alicia!
Your question number 7. Yeah. In the category of mixed bag, which could be anything.
Spooky.
Question is, in how many Indiana Jones movies does Karen Allen appear?
Now, were you a fan of Crystal Skull, Jimmy? I mean, I know you like a lot of these movies.
Shitty movies.
Yeah. Well, aliens, right?
Indeed. And gentlemen, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
TJ.
3.
That is incorrect. Dave.
Just 2.
That is correct.
2 is correct.
Really had a 25% chance on that one.
Just be glad it wasn't the second round. Multiple choice would have been no help at all.
1, 2, 3, 5.
All right, gentlemen, let's continue for you. Your next category is going to be movie release dates. Movie release dates. Movie release dates. In what year was Avengers Age of Ultron released theatrically? Age of Ultron, I really enjoyed this movie.
Attached.
The best part is when Tony Stark goes to Norway to go to the internet place, and he's like running the place, you know?
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Dave.
2015.
That is correct. And TJ.
2015.
2015 is right. Still a 1-point lead, Jimmy, and 2 questions to go. Why don't you take this one?
I'll take it. Your, as Marcellus likes to say,
Penultimate.
question. Number 9. In the category of Star Trek. Boo. Oh, sorry. The question is, which Star Trek movie was directed by Justin Lin? Who also directed Fast and Furious. Boo.
Now, those are movies that I will not see again. I will watch the worst Star Trek movie 10 times before I watch another Fast and the Furious. They just feel like they last forever. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dave.
Star Trek Beyond.
Correct. TJ.
Star Trek Beyond.
Good work. And the score is now 7-6 in favor of Dave.
All right, gentlemen, and this is your final question in round number 1. Chance for TJ to catch up, chance for Dave to pull further ahead. We'll see what happens depending on how it falls. Gentlemen, the category is Star Wars, a galaxy far, far away. And your question is a simple one. Where do the Gungans live?
I prefer Star Wars over Star Trek.
Jimmy, we are going to disagree on a lot of things, but you're a fellow Canadian, so I won't say them out loud here on the air.
Thank you. Spare me.
Point of clarification, are you looking for like a planet?
No, it's a city name.
We are looking for the location where the Gungans live.
Let's go to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
And we're going to go ahead and go with Dave.
Naboo.
That is not the answer we have written down here. Let's see if TJ has something different.
I've got the same thing, Naboo.
Like, I'd challenge that. They live on Naboo.
It's true.
All right, is that an official challenge? Do we have a challenge in?
No, you know what? No. No, I'm not going to challenge that. No.
Looking
No,
to
TJ.
perhaps he realized,
You know what?
Jimmy.
I'll challenge that one.
Oh, you'll challenge it. Perhaps he hasn't realized that
He's
no
got
matter
nothing to
how this
gain.
challenge goes, they're still going to be tied leaving this round. Just for,
be right
pride,
back.
he's going to challenge it. Then we will go to the challenge. We will be right back. All right, Face Off Fanatics, we are back. We've had a discussion with our experts backstage. We have figured out what's going on here. The question, unfortunately, was not very well worded. It asked where the Gungans live, and Gungans do live on the planet Naboo. Challenge will be upheld. No one's losing the challenge. Both players will be awarded that extra point, which should bring us to a current score of 7-8. Is that what you have, Jimmy?
Yep, in favor of Dave. In favor of Dave.
Not too bad. That's 10 questions. 8-7 is the current score. We've got the Dragon with a lead going into round number 2, but the Terror is close at his heels. Kind of a fun mental image when you put it that way. We are going to kick off round number 2 for you, gentlemen, and Jimmy is going to read you the rules for round 2. Go ahead, Jimmy.
That is correct. The round 2 is also known as the wheel round. Both competitors will spin the wheel, and both can also select to keep the wheel slice they get, or choose to respin. With the category selected, they will get 5 questions in the category they selected, and each question is worth 2 points, unless you go to multiple choice, in which case the point value will go down to 1. So for the repeats, Dave has used 1 repeat, TJ has all 3, and both challenges are on the table. Yet. Do you guys understand the rules?
I understand.
Yep.
Excellent. So Dave, you're in the lead, so you have the choice to go first or to defer to TJ.
I'll let TJ go first.
You're so kind.
It's the Canadian in me.
All right, TJ, you need to ask Elk to spin the wheel for you or use the force, whatever you want.
All right, let's give it a spin.
All right, the categories on today's wheel: Star Trek, movie quotes, Marvel movies, Indiana Jones, DC movies, DCEU, Star Wars, Wizarding World, and Middle Earth. Oh, and MCU, as well as, of course, opponents and spinner's choice. Terror, let's give that a spin. Oh, Dave, I'm sorry. No, Terror.
TJ.
My apologies. TJ, are you ready?
I'm ready.
And go. Here we go, Jimmy. Where is it gonna stop? Some good luck, some bad luck. Looks like it's gonna be Star Wars. Just on the verge of DCU. Star Wars is your category. Would you like to keep it, or would you like to spin again?
I'll keep Star Wars.
After the controversy that was Naboo?
All right, we have Star Wars, Jimmy, and I believe you will be handling the questions for the Dragon.
All right. So the first question is obviously going to be, what's the name of the city where the Gungan lives? But, well, nah, not really. All right, category is Star Wars. Your first question in the realm of Star Wars. What did Anakin and Padme disguise themselves as when they left Coruscant to go hiding into Naboo?
I'll take multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple options are A, miners, B, refugees, C, bounty hunters, or D, smugglers.
I'll go with B, refugees.
That is correct. 1 point there. Tying the game, 8-8. Let's go to question number 2 in Star Wars. Who said, "I recognize your foul stench when I was brought on board"? Looking for the character name.
Man, I grew up on these films. Gotta love them.
Let's go to 5, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat.
All right, first repeat for TJ there. The question is in Star Wars. Question is, who said, "I recognized your foul stench when I was brought on board"?
I must say, that has to be quite a stench, Jimmy. It must have just bathed in fishes.
Foul? Oh. Foul stench. That must
I'm gonna
smell
go with
bad.
Han Solo.
That is incorrect. Dave, you can get a steal for 2 points if you guess it correctly.
Oh,
And you're looking for the
I
character?
just remembered.
Yes.
Princess Leia.
That is correct. Big steal.
Big steal, big steal. 2 points, and once again, pulls ahead.
Yes, indeed. Let's go to question number 3 in Star Wars. The question is, what object does Luke throw at the control panel to make the door fall on the Rancor in Return of the Jedi?
A bone?
That is incorrect. I'm looking for a specific bone.
Oh.
Dave, for a steal?
Is it a skull?
It is a skull. That is correct. 2 points steal again by Dave.
Another 2 point steal. Very unfortunate.
Let's go to question number 4 in Star Wars. How old was Padme when she was elected Queen of Naboo?
Little surprised we didn't hear a challenge on that last question, Jimmy. That is the way it rolls sometimes.
Let's go to 5.
16.
4. Incorrect. Dave, for a steal?
I only know this because of the Weird Al song. 14.
That is also correct. 2 points steal again. That's
Running
gonna hurt.
the category with these steals.
And you didn't even steal the wheel yet. Ooh, let's see. What is the last question in Star Wars? Question number 5. What is the name of the character Paul Bettany plays in Solo?
He's really going to want to pull this one out, Jimmy. 2 points if he can, but I don't think he wants to give up another steal.
To give up a steal, you need to answer.
I'll know it when I hear it. Multiple choice.
All right. For 1 point, your multiple choices options are A. Tobias Beckett, B. Rio Durant, C. Sorry for the butchering, Quay Tolsite, or D. Dryden Voss.
Dryden Voss.
That is correct for a point.
That is correct for a point, as mentioned. All right, coming out of his wheel round, he's at 9, but with a lot of big steals coming his way. His opponent currently sitting on 14 points, a 5-point lead, and of course, we haven't even gotten to the wheel yet. Let's give it that spin.
Magic. Magic.
What's it going to be, Jimmy? Oh, he just missed his opponent's choice and lands on DC movies. Dave, you have spun DC movies. Would you like to keep it, or would you like to spin again?
There's so... I'm going to spin again.
All right, he's taking a chance spinning that wheel again. Let's give it a go. You are going to have to stick with this, unless, of course, it lands on Star Wars.
Bold move, Conan. Let's see if it pays off.
Going a little bit further this time and landing on Henry Jones Jr. himself, Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is going to be your category.
Okay.
All right, so
Mr. Elk will ask you the questions.
let's get these questions up for you. The Dragon, your questions in Indiana Jones. You have 5 of them coming your way. Question number 1. How does Mola Ram die at the end of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom? This was my favorite Indiana Jones movie for a lot of years. Watched it a bunch of times growing up.
He falls off the bridge and gets eaten by crocodiles.
That is both of the correct answers we have listed here. Falls off bridge or eaten by crocodiles. 2 points are up. And we're going to go to your next question. What is Marion Ravenwood doing when we first meet her on screen?
She is in a drinking contest.
That is absolutely correct. That is another 2 points for you. Total
And kicking ass.
is sitting on 18 points to 9. Looking like we're getting close to a potential knockout, but you got a few more questions to go. Your next question. Dragon, how many Indiana Jones movies did Sala appear in?
I don't know who that is.
I do know who that is.
I think it's
know the
2.
answer.
I think it's only the first and the third.
He's going with 2, and that is absolutely correct for 2 more points. Running the category so far. Once again, we have
20-9.
20-9. This is not yet a knockout because there are potential steals available. But if this question is answered correctly, then it should be the end of the match. We will double check that in a moment.
With 2 points.
Go to the Dragon and see if he can get it. I have a feeling on this one. Your question, Dragon, what is Indiana Jones a doctor of?
Archaeology.
Absolutely correct for 2 points, which means there is no mathematical way to come back. All those steals did it. And your winner is Dave the Dragon Lees. Knockout victory. Jimmy, that is 3 steals in the second round, all at maximum point value. 8 out of 10 in the first round, and he goes perfect 4 for 4 in all the questions he gets in round number 2. Could not come back from it. Victory for the Dragon over the Terror. How about that match today?
It looks like I'm looking in a mirror because I got the exact same situation in my first Geek match. I got knocked out after spinning Star Wars. Bad memories.
Well, we all have a couple bad memories once we're a match or 2 deep, but that does not mean we're going to stop seeing these competitors come back. Both of them still in it. 2 losses are necessary to get knocked out in Geektacular, and it was a heck of a match today. Knockout victory for Dave the Dragon Lees. We're going to take it away with our post-match interviews with both of our competitors right now.
All right, thanks for throwing it over here, Al. Back over here with Zach Anderson for the post-match interviews, here with the winner of your match by knockout, Dave the Dragon Lees. How are you feeling after that impressive showing, Dave?
Honestly, I'm pretty happy with my performance there. I didn't expect to do as well as I did in my Indiana Jones category, let alone getting all those steals in round 2 really helped. I'm just really excited about everything.
Awesome. So, you got 8 points in the first round. How are you feeling going into the second round?
I was feeling pretty confident. You know, it's always good to be on the positive end of over 50%. I was kicking myself because I knew that E-Tree question. I just needed a little more time. I put like Etrasil or whatever it was, and I was like, as long as I get something I'm confident in round 2, I think I should do pretty well.
And then kind of got rolling with all those steals in the second round. Like, how are you feeling after, like, that you're just completely dominating?
Well, I was pretty happy there. I knew that I had a nice cushion, so I knew that I just had to land on something that I was strong in, and even if it was a weaker category, I'd be able to hopefully at least multiple choice my way through. I got a strong category though, so I was feeling really good about that.
Awesome. So who are you looking to face next?
I'm looking actually at someone who just had a match. Prudvi really showed to know the movie release dates as a category and a strength for him. That's something I consider a strength of my own, even though it didn't really come into play in this match. So I'd love to face off against him and see how we stack up, especially if those questions came up.
Awesome. And then one last question for you. I guess after this dominating performance, where do you see yourself stacking up, like in the entire, division?
Well, I hope that after this and stuff, I can push forward and keep proving myself. And I hope that someday I'm looked at as one of the elite players. I know I'm not quite there yet, but I hope to make a name for myself.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait for your next match, Dave, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Thank you for having me.
I am now here with TJ Starman, who, coming off of a tough loss there. How you feeling after that one?
I'd be lying if I said it felt good, Zach.
Yeah, so it seemed like you were hanging in there for the first round. Hanging in there and getting some of your questions right, but you go into the second round and Dragon just kind of catches fire, and just a bad category for you, and he was stealing a lot of questions. Let's start with the first round. What were you feeling after that first round, at least?
After the first round, I was feeling pretty good. I think we both had a really good first round, and it was looking to be a good match. I was expecting, hard fought 3 rounds, but you kind of touched on it a little bit. He just really took over in that second round and got a lot of steals from me. And it's really hard when you're a first timer and you're playing someone who you are not familiar with as well, because you don't really know your skills, you don't really know their skills all that well. So I think I kind of fell into that trap today.
Yeah, definitely. It's always hard when it's that first time out there. You're not quite sure what categories you're going to get in that second round. It's always seems to be the toughest one out there to get through, especially with some bad categories out there.
Absolutely. And normally Star Wars is something I feel pretty good about compared to a lot of the other geek categories. It's something I feel better with, which is why I ended up sticking with it after my first spin. But I wasn't expecting to have the trouble that I did. So it's definitely something I'm going to have to keep in mind going forward.
Yeah. So now that you're looking back on it, would you have respun looking back on it? Hindsight's always 20/20, but what were you thinking, looking back on it now?
Yeah, I like you said, hindsight's 20/20, and I probably would have been better off, at least risking another spin, see if I could get something I feel a little bit better with. But I was pretty borderline with a lot of those questions to begin with, and I probably could have done better with multiple choice, kind of feeling my way out too. But I think I felt a little bit of pressure to jump up, especially after his first and second steals there. I felt like I didn't really have a chance to settle for some multiple choice. But going forward, it's something I'm definitely gonna have to keep in mind. And maybe I'm not the Star Wars master that I had in my mind. Maybe I'm still just a Padawan.
Either pretty broad or very deep cut, but it's your first match. What are you looking forward to in the future?
Well, definitely looking forward to another shot in general. I really had a good time, liked the experience, but feel like this was not a good representation of my knowledge. I feel like I can do a lot better, and I definitely plan to do a lot better. So whether that's continuing forward in the Geektacular, I definitely feel like I can make a greater impact, or even just branching back out into singles and showing what I can do in that realm too. No one has caught my eye right now. I'm willing to take on anyone. I think I have a lot to prove, not just to the league, but to myself. So I'll take on anyone who's willing to step next to me.
Well, we were definitely looking forward to that. So anyway, we'll head back to the desk, and we'll catch you guys next time.
And we are back. Thank you so much. Those wonderful post-match interviews coming your way. Both of our competitors, they had a very competitive match to start off with, but that second round is the killer, I would say, Jimmy. He gets a category. He sticks with Star Wars. Not a lot of use of multiple choice. I'm wondering about that one. And he ends up going down in a knockout. That is unfortunate for TJ the Terror, but that wheel round, as we said before, is the great motivator, the great instigator, and the great equalizer. It brings down even the strongest of competitors, such as myself. Jimmy, thank you so much for joining me today on this match. What did you think of it overall?
I feel bad for TJ actually, because I got the exact same thing, and it hurts. You gotta beat yourself off for a while, but like any other match, you're gonna spring back up, be good at the next one, and maybe get a better wheel slice that time. Hopefully. But yeah, overall good match. It didn't win the way I thought it would, but overall, yeah, Dave was dominant. He was pretty focused. He looked at a victory, and he's getting the KO in the match. So that's how it went.
All right, it was a KO victory. Very impressive by our competitor today. Our winner today, Dave the Dragon Lee's taking it down. Not the end for TJ the Terror Starman. He can come back. Geektacular, you are not out with one loss. It is 2 losses to knock you out of our initial round of competition. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us here today on Face Off. You, the Face Off fanatics, make this league what it is. If you want to show your love for the league, don't forget to check out tpublic.com/users/MTFO if you want to look as good as the Elk does, nearly. If you want to be as exciting as the Elk, you can't be. And for telling you that harsh truth, I am not sorry, and you are welcome, as you are welcome to this match today. People, I want to thank all our backstage folks here at the Movie Trivia Face-Off, our editors, our graphic designers, our question writers, our post-match interviewers, everybody working their butts off to bring you this fantastic movie trivia entertainment. We love having you. Come back and see us again real soon for the Face-Off, and as the man says, be excellent to each other.
This is my debut division, and I look to dominate.
Well, I've been dying for this chance for a while. I'm just glad to finally get here. Finally show what I can do.
My opponent, Antonio, I'm sorry you're in my scope tonight, and you will rest in peace.
I feel like I've been hyped up a little bit, but I really been dying for this chance to actually show what and I can't wait to start.
Will make sure I put you 6 feet under.
And just hopefully impress some people and blow some people's minds. Let's get this started.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Movie Trivia Face-Off Geektacular Division. I am your commissioner, Snacks, or Snorlax, as a lot of people are starting to call me now. Hey, it's a name. I'll take it. We're back. Another Geektacular spectacular match today. We've got Hunter, the Sniper Chambless, taking on Antonio, the Midnight Marauder. And he didn't tell me his last name, but that's fine. We'll just call him Midnight Marauder. That's all we need to do. Joining me on the desk today for this fantastic match is going to be your friend, my friend. We know him as the Old Grey Jackal. He is Graham Butler. What's happening, my friend?
Hey, dude, not too bad. A bit of a sunny time in Scotland at the moment, which is something to be cherished. It doesn't happen very often, but I'm enjoying it while I can.
That is a rarity from what I understand. By the way, welcome to the Shiny Forehead Club. Glad you could join us.
That's the result of the sun.
Well, you know, that's why if you don't go out in the sun, it doesn't get all red. It just stays shiny, see? Because I don't go outside. I live in Arizona. It's 197 degrees outside. Screw that noise.
Been there, done that, mate.
Aye. All right. Let's get right into this today. Introducing first, representing the Big Apple. You know it as New York City. That's where he's from. New York City. Get a rope. They know him as the Midnight Marauder. He is Antonio.
How's it going, guys? Thanks for letting me be here.
Hey, welcome to Geek, man. Welcome to Geek. Glad you're here. All right. His opponent today, he represents the fine state of Arkansas. Home of them Clintons, you might know. You've heard of them. They're from that place called Hope. And remember, rebellions are built on hope. He is known for his Horoscope podcast and the Combat Wrestling Network. He is Hunter, the Sniper, Chambless.
When I hit the track,
All right, guys, no.
Yeah, homie G, the code
is here.
to your vicinity. I just had an epiphany. I don't know what it did to me, but I'm hoping the devil.
Let's go.
All right. Graham, are you ready?
I am, sir. Lead on.
Marauder, are you ready?
Yep.
Sniper, are you ready? Then let's get ready to face off. All right, the rules for round one today are as follows. Competitors will receive 10 questions from random categories worth 1 point each. If you score a perfect round, it will trigger a bonus question, also worth 1 point. When given your first 10 questions, you will write down your best attempt at an answer on your whiteboard, napkin, pizza box, envelope, whatever it is you're using today to write on. When asked, you will show that answer to the camera and verbalize your answer at the same time. There is no penalty for missing questions. There are no steals. You both have 3 repeats or JTEs named after the famous Ecuadorian movie critic, Josh the Engineer, and 1 challenge each. Do you understand the rules?
Yep. Yep.
All right, here we go. Your first question today comes from the category of DC movies. In Batman and Robin, how did Robin resist Poison Ivy's kiss?
Why would you want to be quite fair?
Well, I'd rather not die. 5,
I wasn't thinking about that part.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And we'll start with Sniper.
Then I can pull it.
And Antonio.
He put tape on his lips.
We're looking for he wore rubber lips.
Damn.
Rubber lips. And no perfect rounds today. Over to you for your next question, Eric.
Okay, for question 2 in the realm of Marvel, what does Laura read in her spare time in...
This is a solid question. Wouldn't have gotten it because I've never watched it.
Wasn't one of mine.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And we'll start with Antonio.
X-Men comics.
And Sniper. I'm sorry, I didn't hear your answer.
Comic books.
X-Men comic books is what we were looking for. 1 point each. Both on the board after the question. All right. Sorry, my pen's being difficult. Your next question comes from the category of Star Trek. Trekking through the stars. How many Star Trek films feature the cast of the show The Next Generation? Right in my wheelhouse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with Sniper.
3.
That is incorrect. And Marauder.
4.
4 is correct.
Right, sorry, I zoned out for a second there. Lagged a bit. For question number 4, in this category is Star Wars. And the question is, how many more seasons did Owen Lars say that he needed Luke to stay on at the...
Boy, I hope people have watched A New Hope and know the answer to this one.
That'll be 5, 4, 3, 2. Antonio.
1 more season?
Correct. Sniper.
I had 2 seasons.
1 more point to Antonio.
All right, 3-1 lead for Antonio. Going into the 5th question of the round. Comes from the category of the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What MCU movie takes place in the year 1995? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Sniper.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel is correct. And Marauder.
Captain Marvel.
1 point each.
For your next question, we move over to the DCEU. And in Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, who said, "Men are still good"? we fight, we kill, we betray one another, but we can rebuild. We can do.
It's a rather lengthy quote.
5, 4.
Repeat the question.
3. Okie doke. Thank you. In Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, who said, "Men are still good. We fight, we kill, we betray one another, but we can rebuild and we can do better"? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And to Antonio first.
Bruce Wayne.
Correct. Sniper?
Alfred.
Okay. Another point to Antonio.
It's like 5-2 going into this next question from the category of Middle Earth. Middle Earth. How many dwarves accompanied Bilbo on his unexpected journey? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Yeah. We'll start with Sniper. That is incorrect. 10 is not correct. Marauder.
9.
We were looking for 13.
8, 9.
9, 8.
Right, the next question
Rest
is...
in peace.
Indeed, yeah. That one has definitely been retired. In the realm of Harry Potter, what is the name of Harry Potter's son, named after 2 Hogwarts headmasters?
Okay, this must be in a movie I haven't watched yet.
Same. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Antonio.
Albus Severus.
Correct. Sniper.
Severus Potter. Yeah.
I don't know. Albus Severus. As Marauder said, Albus Severus. Your penultimate question in round 1 comes from the category of mixed bag. Mixed bag.
I did get that Harry Potter one correct?
What was your answer again?
Severus Potter.
No, the answer is Albus Severus.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's Potter.
All right. We'll be right back. I'm going to consult on this one.
Indeed.
And we're back. And after consultation, that was a successful challenge. We will have to accept Albus Severus Potter. Thank you for the clarification. Thank you, judges. That gives you 3 points. So it's 6-3 going into this penultimate question, as I said, from Mixed Bag. What animal does Indiana Jones find at the bottom of the Well of Souls? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Sniper. Cats is incorrect. And Marauder.
Snakes.
Why does it have to be snakes? 1 point to the Marauder.
Okay, a final question in this in the first round is in the category of movie release dates. What year saw the release of Captain America: The Winter Soldier? Quite a simple one if you know your dates, but if you don't, you don't.
My only gripe was there not enough
4,
interaction.
3, 2, 1, Antonio.
2014.
Well done. Sniper.
14.
Correct. Both correct.
Looks like the end of round 1. I have an 8-4 lead for the Marauder. 8-4. Not bad. 8 points out of 10. Little stumbles there by a sniper, but second round can always come back and help you, or it can hurt you. Got to be careful. The wheel round can definitely be your foe. All right, we're going to move on to round 2. Here we go.
Okay, now we begin round 2. The rules, as you probably are all aware, each competitor spins the category wheel, and they can respin once if they don't like the first landing category, unless that landing category happens to be opponent's choice, in which case you're stuck with it. The competitor will then get 5 questions from a chosen category, and the questions are worth 2 points each. However, you have the option of multiple choice, and if you choose that route, then the value drops to 1 point. If you don't get it right first answer, your opponent has the opportunity to steal, and it's still worth 2 points. However, if you have gone to multiple choice and then they steal, it's only 1 point to them again. Repeats and challenges are still in effect. We have had one successful challenge, so still have their challenges, and we've had one repeat from Antonio.
All right, gentlemen, I'm going to ask this question. Antonio, since you are in the lead, would you like to defer or spin first?
I'll defer.
All right, the categories on today's wheel are as follows. Movie quotes: Indiana Jones, Star Wars, Wizarding World, DC movies, the MCU, Marvel movies, DCEU, Star Trek, and Middle Earth. Are you ready for your spin, Sniper?
Yep.
All right, your first spin. Here we go. The magical wheel lands on Indiana Jones. All right, spinning away from Indy. Second spin. Dun, 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 dun. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Was going to be the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Marvel Cinematic Universe. Are you ready for that, Mr. Butler?
Yep, I am ready. Okay, your first question, Sniper. In what movie does Hawkeye debut? I can see your mouth moving, but I can't hear you. But I can lip read that. That's correct. Okay, the next question is, the answer was Thor for anyone else who couldn't. For your second question in the MCU, what is the name of the missile that Iron Man shows off at the beginning of the film Iron?
Jericho.
That is absolutely correct. 2 more points. Moving on to question 3. Okay, for your next question in the MCU, to the nearest whole number, how many years was Steve Rogers in the ice?
Multiple choice.
5. Damn you. Okay. Multiple choice is 50, 60, 70, or 80. I can't hear you, but it looks like I saw you say something.
I think I also see him saying 70.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's correct.
Is the answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, 2 points there. So for your next question.
No, one point. Multiple choice.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing so well today, aren't I, boys? Yeah.
You didn't have your pub time. We get it. It's okay.
Okay, for your next question in MCU, your penultimate question. Which MCU soundtrack features Highway to Hell, Thunderstruck, Back in Black, and War Machine? I cannot hear a response. I'm sorry.
He's saying Iron Man.
Iron Man.
That is incorrect for the steal. Antonio, you have 5 seconds.
Iron Man 2.
That is correct. That's correct. That's a successful steal. And for the last question here in the MCU, who directed Spider-Man: Homecoming?
John Watts.
Absolutely correct.
No hesitation there. Putting him at 11 total to Midnight Marauder's 10. So he does have the lead momentarily. However, we do have to spin the wheel. One moment while I'm experiencing some technical difficulties myself. Please put the graphic up. All right, I've got the wheel up now. Here we go. We're going to put that on the screen. And let me know when you're ready to spin Marauder.
Go ahead.
All right, your first spin. Looks like we're going to end up on... Opponent's choice. Opponent's choice. I'm going to leave the categories up so you can see them, Sniper, so you can pick what category for your opponent.
Let's give him Wizarding World.
Wizarding World it is. I will be asking those questions. Get that pulled up. Here we go. Wizarding World. Where did it go? There it is. All right. Your first question, Midnight Marauder, from the category of Wizarding World. What is the first task of the Tri-Wizard Tournament?
They say dragons, but it's mostly trying to get the golden egg from the dragon.
Yeah, we're gonna accept that answer. Retrieve a dragon egg. We're gonna accept that answer for 2 points. All right, your next question. Who is R.A.B's brother?
Sirius Black.
Sirius Black is correct for 2 more points. What does Voldemort steal from Dumbledore's tomb?
The Elder Wand.
That's correct for another 2 points. Your fourth question in round 2. Who does Bill Weasley marry?
Fleur Delacour.
Again, correct for another 2 points. Knocking it out of the park. Your last question is who kills Professor Snape?
I know it, but just in case, multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, Bellatrix Lestrange, B, Nagini, C, Voldemort, or D, Harry Potter.
Nagini.
That is correct for 1.9 points total out of that round.
Damn it.
Giving you the 17 to 11 lead. The opponent's choice backfires on the Sniper. Sometimes the wheel hates you, sometimes the wheel loves you. Sometimes it does a little bit of both. What do you think there, Graham?
I was impressed with that. I thought when Sniper picked Wizarding World, I thought, oh no, the poor sod. But then knocked it out of the park.
9 out of a possible 10. You really can't ask for much better than that in round 2. Looks like again we have a 17 to 11 lead going into round 3. Let's head over there right now. All right, and we're back for round 3. The rules are as follows. Each competitor will pick 3 numbers between 1 and 16. And those 3 questions will correspond to point values of 2, 3, and 5 each total. There are no steals. There's no penalty for missing a question. Marauder, you have 2 JTEs left. Hunter, you have 3. You both still have a challenge on the board as well. And since you are in the lead, Midnight Marauder, let's have your 3 numbers between 1 and 16 first.
2, 8, and 12.
2, 8, and 12. And Sniper, your 3 numbers, please.
1, 16.
I got 1 and 16. I missed the middle one.
1, 10, and 16.
110 and 16. All right. Since you are behind, we'll ask your 2-point question first. Picked number 1. That is movie release dates. In what year was Superman the movie released?
6.
Incorrect. We're looking for 1978. 1978. Let's get your next question pulled up. Your 3-pointer. You picked number 10. Your 3-point question is from the category of mixed bag. Mixed bag. Could be anything, so be ready. What does Egon tell Janine that he collects in Ghostbusters?
Spores?
Is that your final answer? Again, that's incorrect. We're looking for spores, mold, and fungus.
Nah.
Spores, mold, and fungus. All right. I hate to say it, but that knocks you right on out. This is a technical knockout. Final score is going to be 17 to 11. 17 to 11. The Midnight Marauder wins on a technical knockout. Well, okay. Wasn't expecting a knockout in this match, Graham, but pretty hard fought through that second round.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a bit of a back and forth. I mean, particularly as I said earlier, D'Antonio really nailed that Wizarding World. I mean, Sniper was doing quite well on his round, but yeah, it was too much of a lead to pull back.
Yeah, sometimes, like I said, the wheel loves you and hates you at the same time. I'm looking here. Looks like getting some good signaling in from the Elks Lodge today. Looks like it's nice and sunny there too, like in Scotland. So we're going to send it over to the Elks Lodge and our friend Andrew the Elk Kelk for the post-match interviews. Take it away, good sir.
What is up, face-off fanatics? Welcome back to the Great White North, made even greater by the inclusion of myself, my wonderful self, Andrew the Elk Kelk, here in the Elks Lodge. And we had a Geektacular match coming out of it today with the big victory, the technical knockout victory for this man, the Midnight Marauder. Marauder, welcome and congratulations.
Thanks a lot, man.
All right, you played pretty well out there today. I think you put up some impressive answers, and you came out of it with some high scores as well. Looking pretty good in that first round, 8 points. And that second round, you're getting a steal off of your opponent. You don't do too badly in the category yourself, only going to multiple choice once. I mean, this is the way you win a match. You get those questions, you put up the correct answers, and definitely maneuvering opponent's choice. How were you feeling when that came up on the wheel?
I was a little bit scared, and then also even to hear Wizarding World, I was I didn't feel too bad about that, but I was still always nervous because it's opponent's choice, you never know. And then I was just glad to keep going, getting on a roll after getting that.
All right, lots of play to look forward to in the Geektacular division. Midnight Marauder is a man we will be seeing back here. It is double elimination, so it's not the end for his opponent. Speaking of which, we're going to go ahead and have a talk with him right now. This is the Sniper, Hunter Chambless. And we are back, folks. We are here with Hunter, the Sniper Chambless. Could not quite make the shot today. Coming out of this one, unfortunately, with a loss. Sniper, welcome to the Elks Lodge. And, brother, I just want to say, looking forward to seeing more of you because you are not out of it yet. One loss does not take you out in the Geektacular division. Still competing, but you got a road ahead of you if you want to win it all. How you feeling after today's match?
Got opponent's choice. I was like, okay, give him Wizarding World. Major strength. I can get some steals off of it. He also is a Wizarding World fan. Not surprised, but and it didn't go my way.
Well, there are a lot of Wizarding World fans here in the fan leagues from what I have been seeing. A lot of popping out of the woodwork. But we've had you here in this match today, and I thought, you know, if I were you, I'd be feeling not too bad going to that second round. That opponent's choice always has to look good, but unfortunately couldn't quite help you out of this one because your opponent, he just knew too much in the category. We are looking forward to seeing more of you moving forward. The Sniper, what else do you got coming up in the league? Who are you looking at?
I said it last time, and I'm going to say it again. I want the king, the so-called king. Caleb, what happened last time? King Slayer, because your ass is dead.
All right, the sniper taking aim on Caleb the King Coho. Will we see a response? I don't know. But as always, you did hear it here first, folks, in the Elks Lodge. I am the hardest working man in Face Off. I am the most exciting man in Face Off. And I am going to take it right back to the desk now. Let's spread it over to Snacks and Grey Jackal.
All right. Fantastic interviews. Little call out there from the sniper calling out Caleb, the Mad King Coho. Looks like we'll have to try to get that match arranged sometime. Of course, he has to accept, but we'll have to see what's happening. Solid match today. Final score of 17-11 and a technical knockout for the Midnight Marauder. That's okay, Sniper. You're not out of competition yet because it's Geektacular and we are in round robin. 2 losses put you out, so you're not out quite yet. Any final words on today's match there, Mr.
Not much more to add, but because I am glad it is a double knockout situation, because I think Sniper has some skills there. I think we can look forward to seeing him being more in contention down the line. But then, of course, don't sleep on Antonio either, the Marauder here. He's proven himself already. So yeah, we've got some good, solid competitors.
Absolutely. 17 points is mid-pack for the winner so far in the Geektacular division. So he's going to have a pretty good, I think he's going to go far. We'll have to see what happens. And like you said, love the round robin idea. Glad I decided to do that. Yes, that was a command decision made by your Geektacular commissioner, Snorlax. Make sure you watch for that t-shirt on the website too. That's coming soon, Commissioner Snorlax. I want to give a shout out and a thank you today to both of our competitors, the Midnight Marauder from New York, Antonio, and the Hunter, the Sniper from Arkansas. Yeah, sometimes I get the names wrong too. I'm not perfect by any means, guys. The guys and gals and everybody else out there, he, she, Z, whatever you want to call yourself today, you let me know and I'll get it right. A shout out and a thank you to my friend, the Grey Jackal. Welcome to the Shiny Forehead Club. Thanks for joining me on the desk today. Glad to have you back. Always a pleasure to have you calling matches with me.
Thank you, sir.
And the thank you to all the behind-the-scenes folks you never see, the writers, the editors, the recorders, the social media guys. Everybody behind the scenes who puts these matches together and makes them as beautiful as they are when we put them up for you to watch. And, of course, you, the Face-Off fanatics out there, the ones who make this league everything it is, make sure you check us out on all the social medias, Facebook page, Facebook group, the Twitters, the Instagrams. We're all over the place. Tournament cards are out in singles. Hope you're collecting those as you can. Right now, digital, maybe something else in the works. Whoa. Little inside information there. Anyways, remember, be excellent to each other.